was asked at work today why I always seem to have a smile on my face, or why I'm always cutting up and laughing with people. And I told this person at one time I used to not be like that. It wasn't until God got a hold of me and showed me some truths and some love and the compassion that He had for me. And because of that, I'm able to smile through troubles and trials, through disagreements, through conflicts, through differences, whatever. They said, well, you're a preacher. You must be met with loads and loads and mounds of resistance from people. And I said, you're correct. And they said, well, how do you overcome that? And I said, anytime an opposing spirit comes before me, I meet it with an opposing spirit. And they said, well, what do you mean? And I shared with them a couple of scriptures, and I'm going to share them with you. Because I know that there's a lot of you all who are going through some disagreements with people. There's some quarrels going on. There's some conflicts or differences. You're constantly being bashed or beat up by someone in your life that you love. And you just really don't know how to handle it. And I'm going to tell you, when that opposing spirit comes against you, meet it with an opposing spirit. And the way you do that is, if the person's being hateful, be nice. If the person is insulting you, speak good things about them. If they're being aggressive, be gentle. If they say they hate you, smile and say you love them. Say, Rick, I don't know if I can do that. Sure you can. I'm going to give you some biblical scripture and references to help you have a little bit more backbone to meet these opposing spirits. In Genesis 13:8, Abraham was talking with Lot, and he knew that there were some quarrels and disagreements going on with his herdsmen. And he looked at Lot and he said, this has got to stop. The arguing between them has got to stop. And God says that a lot of times about us. This has got to stop, guys and ladies or children. It's got to stop. Resolving or solving conflict takes initiative. And someone has to make the first move if there's going to be a resolution. And you say, Rick, this goes against biblical teaching. No, it doesn't. How do you make the first move? How do you confront conflict? You meet it with an opposing spirit. Matthew 5:38-48 says, you have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you not to resist an evil person. But whosoever slaps you on the right cheek, turn the other to him also. If anyone wants to sue you and take away your tunic, let him have your cloak also. And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. Give to him who asks you, and from him who wants to borrow from you, do not turn away. You have heard it said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies. Bless those who curse you. Do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use and persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. For He makes His sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brethren only, if you greet your brethren only, if you greet your comfort zone, your circle only, what do you do more than others? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? Therefore you shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. And when we look at this scripture, we see that when opposing forces or opposing spirits come against us, we are to meet them with an opposing spirit. And when I told this man this today in my office, he just kind of sat there and he said, you know, I never really thought of it that way. And a lot of us don't. A lot of us want to hold on to whatever's happened in the past. We've got that grudge against somebody. Somebody's got a grudge against us. We don't even know what it's about, but we know they don't like us, so we're just not going to like them. That is completely and totally against God. When you take Matthew 5:38 through 48 and you study it and then apply it to your life, an awesome transformation starts to take place inside of your life. And here's the good thing. Once you start showing this person love, once you start forgiving them, once you start blessing them, once you start doing good things to them, and most of all, once you start praying for them, something magnificent, something spiritual can happen. And I've seen it time and time again. They can even start to transform. And God can bring together and mend that broken relationship. Take Matthew 5:38 through 48. Read it, study it, apply it, and watch a magnificent, powerful transformation start to take place in your life. Instead of returning evil for evil, holding that grudge, or causing more problems over stuff that you might not even realize that's going on, or over stuff that you have no idea what it's about. Take it and overcome evil with good. This is a powerful life transforming weapon just in this passage against evil. And when we do this, this raging conflict that is going on turns into a great harmonious experience, possibly for the both of you. I hope that this word has brought some enlightenment to your heart. I hope that you're able to take it and apply it in your life. I know that this was brief and short, but here it is in a nutshell. Use it. It's yours to use. And you too can walk around with a smile on your face, love in your heart, and joy in your soul. As always, God bless you.